Phillies. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Aaron Nola gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Stepping up now, Justin Turner. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Turner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 here on this Tuesday night as the game's first offering is taken for strike 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The center fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Digging in, Chris Taylor. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's hitless in 6 tries. And he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Taylor is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind it. The tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Batting third.
At the plate, Corey Seager. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And he misses with it, 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is in the second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Comes into this one at 271. 10 home runs and 23 driven in. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. And he certainly has been no mystery to solve thus far. And sooner or later they might need to get someone else in there just to get out of the first. Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Chop towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers do strike for 2 coming on this 2-run home. Digging in now, Phil Gosselin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies,
pitch on the way.
the second baseman, Phil Gosselin.
There's the knuckle curve laid off, 1-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Segura.
Machine Segura comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Segura behind on a 1-2 count. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Alec Bohm, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The average coming into play right at 320. 3 homers and 23 driven in. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Phillies down in order. They trail it here 2-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jock Peterson stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And now pitch on the way. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-0.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting ninth.
So coming to the plate, Gavin Lux. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. 0-1 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
0-2-1. It's done downloaded.
In the air out to right field. On the move is Harper.
Not long. This
He
in our
gets there
fast
and
where I'm
makes the
at.
play for the first out. So it's back to the top of the order now, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner. First pitch coming, here it is. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things
really
right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying
no
inside
way.
the ball, not trying to do too much.
Chris Taylor will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Good.
Taylor behind, 0-2 the count. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so
Really?
far.
Again?
Now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter, number 5. Shortstop, Corey.
So 2 on with 2 away, and striding to the plate will be Corey Seager. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. (0-1) count, the pitch. Now a hard liner, but this will be a foul ball. Peterson at third, Turner at second with 2 gone. Hard hit to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in steps the catcher JT Realmuto.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Now the 1-0.
What?
Yeah. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Badger? No.
Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of
I
that
don't play
pitch
Fortnite.
down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4
I'll play
strikeouts
Fortnite.
already, and there's your first out.
Batting 5th.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Probably soft.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And this is strike 3 call.
My God.
Make it 5 straight
No.
punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out
Because I'm not.
on the mound right
The
now.
first baseman.
That's 5 straight
3.
punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Strike 1 to start the
This
at-bat.
game is rigged, I swear. I can't wait till I
Wood into the
I can't wait till I get
1-0
MLB
pitch on its
21.
way. On could we see another strikeout